Hello, everybody. Welcome to round 11. We're joining game 3 between Thomas Holzinger and Felix
Tse.
Both of these players, are they undefeated?
Yes, they were both 10-0 going into this round. This is game 3, and an interesting thing to note, this has broken Felix Tse's record. At the end of yesterday, he had a game win percentage of 100%. So he's lost his first game of the tournament this match, but still undefeated, looking to lock up the 11th win. Looks like play has started with Yevis Force Mage for Thomas and Walking Corpse getting into the red zone for Felix.
Yeah, Thomas doesn't want to make the trade right now.
And looks like post-combat Felix will add a Zombie Goliath to the board.
Felix is sitting on a Mind Rot. A Mind Rot, and I believe it's a Hydro Surge as well.
So no fifth turn plays got to be a little suspicious for Thomas Holzinger. Felix Tse must know that something might be up. Looks like there's a Searing Spear in Thomas's hand.
Is that Nephrox in Felix's hand?
Yeah, I believe so. Nephrox, Servant of Grixis.
There's an Overlord of Grixis.
Oh, Overlord. And a Hydro Surge. That's not a card you expect to see.
So with passing his fifth turn, what kind of cards can Thomas have here? Some sort of...
Chandra's Fury is probably the only one I can think of.
Unless he's going for like a Titanic Growth just to block.
Looks like Nephrox will come down. Oh, before you can attack, Plummet. Boom. We'll take out the Nephrox, and we'll make Felix's attack look a lot worse.
Yes.
Both of his creatures, however, will get into the red zone, both the Zombie Goliath and the Walking Corpse. Thomas Holzinger looks like he's going to choose to trade off with the Walking Corpse, take 5, go down to third.
It's a 4-3. Right? Is he a 4-3?
Either way, Thomas is at 14 life. And looks like a Flames of the Firebrand will take out the Zombie Goliath.
There's another Zombie Goliath that Felix just drew. He's still sitting on the Hydro Surge and the Mind Rot.
Yes, another 4-3 enters the battlefield. Let's see what Thomas has. Looks like he's got a bunch of removal in his hand. No creatures, no...
Well, he drew a Vastward Gorger, so he's off mana on that. But he does have, it looks like, all spells in here, so... Let's see what he's hiding in there.
I mean, that's one of the suspicious things. Your opponent misses their land drop and passes it back with 6 cards in hand. They must have 6 spells. Felix looks like he's going to crash in. Does Thomas have an answer for the 4-3? Nope. He'll fall to 10 life. And Felix will pass the turn back with a Mind Rot and a Hydro Surge. The 6th land for Thomas will allow him to cast the Vastwood Gorger before he passes back to Felix. That should stop the beats for a little while.
Yeah, Thomas is holding a Trumpet Blast and a Chandra's Fury in his hand amongst other spells.
Ooh, but a Crippling Blight off the top for Felix Tse. Does he want to use it on the Vastwood Gorger? Looks like he will. That'll make the Vastwood Gorger unable to block and will allow Felix to continue bringing in the beats, dropping Thomas down to 6 life.
So Vastwood Gorger will be all on the offensive now, but...
Only a 4 power this time. A 4-5 instead of the normal 5-6 thanks to the Crippling Blight of Felix Tse.
And Thomas really was looking for something there to stem the bleeding. Looked like Gorger was going to do that, but the other text on Crippling Blight beyond the -1/-1 is going to be effective here.
Ooh, Bond Beetle. Let's see where Thomas wants to put the +1/+1 counter, presumably like on the Vastwood Gorger. Yep. Vastwood Gorger grows back up to being a 5-6. And it gets in for 5 damage, dropping Felix to 15.
And Thomas, he has Bond Beetle on chump blocking duty, it looks like.
Ooh, Prey Upon for Thomas Holzinger. Post-combat from the Vastwood Gorger, but a Hydro Surge from Felix Tse will make it so the Prey Upon pretty much does nothing. The counter-target Prey Upon is what Hydro Surge did there.
Yeah, Thomas was looking at the Trumpet Blast in his hand, and unfortunately it's only attacking creatures. Yeah. Zombie Goliath is going to keep on coming through his Hydro Surge. Not a card you see too many people play, but very effective right there.
So Thomas passes back with 5 mana up. What did Felix Tse draw? It looks like he's going to go ahead and Mind Rot. Chandra's Fury in response will drop Felix down to 11 life.
And Thomas will discard his last card, being the Trumpet Blast.
Not very effective here. Zombie Goliath will get in and get chump blocked by the Bond Beetle. Felix at 11 life, facing down a 5/6 Vastwood Gorger. What did Thomas draw off the top? Looks like he gave his Force Mage. Make that 7 damage. Drop Felix down to 4 life.
Yeah, Felix is sitting on a Sign in Blood, and he's looking to finish Thomas off next turn with Zombie Goliath.
Well, yeah, if he draws an Unsummon or a removal spell, that will do it. But if the Swamp
blanks off there,
he's going to have to either block with the Zombie Goliath on the Vastwood Gorger or use Sign in Blood a little.
Wait, so Felix is at 4 life.
And he's attacking in. Maybe he's hoping Thomas won't block. No, Thomas will block.
So now Felix will have to use his Sign in Blood on himself. Hopefully draw a blocker.
Or a removal spell. Felix falls to 2 life, draws 1, 2 cards. Is that a Switcheroo, a Windrake, and a Scroll Thief? So that does something.
So probably play Scroll Thief here to chump.
Just hope that Thomas doesn't draw something good off the top. Let's see what Felix Tse ends up playing. Looks like he will cast a Scroll Thief, as you said.
All right,
Thomas gets in, Scroll Thief chump blocks, post-combat Canyon Minotaur.
Felix must be thinking like, oh my gosh.
His back is against the wall, that's for sure. Essence Drain off the top, geez, that's huge.
Essence Drain brings him up to 5, 1, 2, 3. Does he have enough mana to play a blocker still? 3, 4, 5.
No, he's 1 short.
If he has a land in his hand, he's able to play a blocker, come in, bring down Thomas to 2, and then still chump the Vastwood Gorger.
Yeah, you Essence Drain the Canyon Minotaur. Bring himself back up to 5. He's considering his options. He can Essence Drain Canyon Minotaur, or he can Essence Drain Thomas to the face. That Essence Draining Thomas to the face doesn't seem too good for him.
Seems ideally we get the Minotaur and we come in, and if there was another land, we'll play the Windrake as well.
Let's see what Felix ends up doing.
Oh, he does have the other land.
Essence Drain. Let's see what he targets.
Should be going for the Canyon Minotaur right here. So Thomas is going to fall to 2 after this attack. And Felix is going to play a defensive Essence Drain. I mean, Windrake.
Okay.
Can Thomas get one more off the top here? Let's see what he can do.
Doesn't look like it.
He's not removing the Windrake. Is it going to be another blocker? Oh!
And that's it. Felix Tse goes to 11-0 here at Grand Prix Boston Worcester. There you get to go look at the 11-0 player.
Yeah, it looks like he drew a Kindled Fury there. That was a very close game, a little back and forth. Thomas had some help from the top of his deck to help him keep him in the game, but in the end...
That Sign in Blood bought him exactly what he needed. The 2 creatures, the 2 chump blockers in the end there.